Dolph Lundgren is deep as fuck. He's spiritual as fuck, he's deep as fuck, and I had no fucking clue. Fuck. I watched a TED Talk by Dolph Lundgren, the action superstar that's been in movies like The Expendables and a lot of 80s and 90s movies. Rocky 2, I believe. He was the big bad Russian dude, maybe 3. And he was amazing in that, but he was very cold-hearted looking in his action movies, and that's how he was in life, he said. And I came across this video of him talking on a TED Talk that's amazing, and you gotta watch the whole thing, where he talks about healing his past wounds exactly how I did it. And I just figured it out on my own, I don't know how. And he had I think he was shown how to do it by a therapist or something. So watch this.
And I said, I can't do this, I gotta change my life somehow. She'd told me before, why don't you try therapy? Like, forget about it, it's for sissies. What about meditation? Do I look like an Indian guru? I don't think so. So, to make a long story short, I took up therapy 3 years ago, meditation, and it totally changed my life. Suddenly, this fog that I was living in lifted. I did the therapy where you go back in time, you relive your experiences, you cry, scream, you roll up in a little ball, you hit the couch with a baseball bat, anything you got to do to start to try to attack this part of you, this frozen part of me that was running my life, and slowly started to become smaller and smaller, and I can sort of see my life come back to me. And the meditation helped as well. So the first thing I did, I went back to see my kids, and I asked them for forgiveness, what I had done, because I told them what happened with my dad, and I was a guy who didn't like what I had done, and they started crying right away. And I realized they had a lot of pain, and I cried with them. Did the same with my ex-wife, and a few other people I'd hurt. And as a matter of fact, also in my head forgave my dad for what he did, and my mom for what she didn't do. And I started embarking on this new life. It was like a fight worth fighting, to come to terms with yourself, to heal yourself. But what I didn't realize was there is another level to that. Because once you start healing yourself and feel better, you see other people around you who need help, who have pain.
Now, what I love about this short clip is how he explains his process. To me, it's very organic. It's very real. You could tell that he's done it. He's done a lot of healing and so forth, and he wants to share it with people. That's how it feels when you learn how to heal your wounds, by going into your memories, your past, and facing your demons, And I'm hoping that with this video, that you see, if you watched any of my other videos on me explaining this process, I'm hoping that with this video you hear a different version of it, so that maybe this version helps you start to use this process, because you could use it for anything. You could use it for fear of snakes, you could use it for being beaten up by your dad like he did, so forth, The other thing about this video that I want you to take home with you is that after he explains this process, he explains what he did afterwards. And it's a very organic thing. You don't have to force yourself to go and apologize to people and tell them you love them and all that. So he went and apologized to his kids, his ex-wife, he forgave his dad. That didn't happen from him forcing it. It happened because he had to do that. Once you face all these, well, really you're facing your feelings, but when you go back and you trigger your feelings by going back in your memories, and you're feeling all these feelings and you're processing them and all that, and they're being released from you. All this anger, all this hate, all this fear, all this sadness is being released, and you're just like, I have to forgive them. I have to say sorry to them, so forth. It's organic, And through my life, I've apologized to people. I went out and I apologized. I said, I'm really sorry, because now I had empathy. I felt how they felt, because I went back in my memories and healed it, and I felt the pain that I was feeling, and it wasn't really about hurting you. It was about because I was in pain about something else, so forth. And sometimes people forgave me, sometimes they didn't, and I had to process that too, So this is a very, very beautiful video. It's surprising because it's Dolph Lundgren, and I'm hoping that you guys liked it too. And the link is below to watch it, the full video, which I recommend.